What's up with it, man? It's the Bronco the Frog coming at you with another prediction video. The 2022 FIFA Qatar World Cup. No. Group stages has ended today, and all of the round of 16 knockout stage matchups is here. Now, I just recorded my reaction to my group stage predictions, and it wasn't very accurate. That was a wild-ass group stage. Coming into my predictions for the group stages, I didn't really have a good view of all the national teams aside from the big ones. But now I actually have a vision of what each national team is talking about. So, hey, man. Come on now, first game is happening tomorrow at 9 a.m. The main event of the day. We have the Netherlands versus, USA, United States of America. I'm gonna try to be as non-biased as I can. Now the Netherlands, that boy Cody Gakpo, woo! That boy Gakpo, hey, he like the leader for the, I think Marcus Rashford is the Golden Boot leader now. But that boy Cody Gakpo, he wasn't even on my radar coming into this World Cup. Just out of my ignorance, I was looking at Memphis Depay. I was looking at Frankie de Jong, I was looking at Virgil. The Netherlands haven't looked overwhelmingly impressive this World Cup, man, outside of Cody Gakpo. They're looking pretty flat. In their games against Senegal, Qatar, and Ecuador, they only conceded 1 goal, and it was against Ecuador. Clean sheet against Senegal, clean sheet against Qatar, of course. And then we have, United States of America. But United States defense is tough. Our defense is solid. Open play, clean sheet through the whole tournament. Wales, we conceded a goofy-ass penalty against Wales because of Walker Zimmerman, goofy-ass. We should have won that Wales game. Our problems are finishing. That is our main problem right there, finishing the damn ball. The United States can beat this team. And do not be shocked when, US of A, United States of America, pull off the upset, shock the world, a real defensive-ass game, and the United States gets the only goal of the game. The game is going to end 1-0 United States way. Let's get it. Next game, we have Argentina and Australia. We got Australia on a Cinderella run. Nobody expected them boys to make the round of 16, to make it to the knockout stages out of their group. Australia made it with a dub over Denmark that last game, bro. Shout out to my Australians, but I do think y'all Cinderella run will end. Y'all facing up against Argentina, boy, them juggernauts. They got beat by Saudi Arabia, but they got their mojo back. They ended up beating Mexico, and they ended up beating the hell out of Poland, bro. I got Argentina steamrolling over Australia, 3 goals, 2-0. Advancing to the quarterfinals to play the United States of America, man. Next, we have Japan and Croatia. This is that's a nice win. Japan just won their group over the likes of Spain and Germany and, of course, Costa Rica. But Japan beat Spain. They beat Germany. They did lose to Costa Rica, but beating Spain and Germany, that outweighs that loss to Costa Rica. Now, Croatia, that was in the group with a fraudulent-ass Belgium. That was in there with Morocco, the winners of the group. That was in the group with Canada, who was untested. They looked like they weren't supposed to be there. So, I don't think Croatia is tested like Japan is tested. They got all their goals against that ass-ass Canada team. It was a 0-0 tie against Belgium, 0-0 tie against Morocco. They scored 4 against Canada, stat pad and whatnot. Japan got all this momentum coming from that tough-ass group. They battle-tested. They tough and ready. I got Japan advancing over Croatia 2-1. Next up, we have Brazil versus South Korea, who just clutched up a round of 16 spot by beating Portugal in the last minutes of the game. This game is going to be a banger. There is no loser mentality in these South Koreans, man. They had that banger against Ghana. Even though they lost, they showed resiliency, they showed heart. They scored 2 straight until Ghana ripped their hearts out with that last minute goal. And then they just had a banger against Portugal. They scored that last minute goal to make the round of 16. Brazil, they just lost to Cameroon. Now, although I will give it benefit of the doubt, they didn't have Neymar. It was still an upset, but they also already had clinched their #1 top spot in the group. So I guess I'll give Brazil benefit of the doubt for that. Then Brazil boys slacking just a little bit, man. But are y'all go bet against Brazil in these knockout stages? In this point of the knockout stage in the round of 16? I'm not. Y'all can, but I'm not. I got Brazil making it past South Korea in a high-scoring game. 3-2. Brazil's way. Now, for the other side of the bracket. Hey, England boys, it's coming home this year, ain't it? Man, y'all killing me with that nonsense there, man. Marcus Rashford done had him a hell of a game. Now he's coming home all of a sudden, ain't he? Y'all facing up against Senegal. They are missing Sadio Mane, but them boys show fight against Ecuador. Of course, you already know they was gonna beat Qatar, so I ain't gonna bring up that Qatar match. They lost the opening game. They got Dos Aceto by Netherlands. They learned how to play. They ratted the troops without Sadio, I guess. They whooped the hell out of Qatar, and then they beat Ecuador 2-1 in their game. And then looking at England and what England did, bro, England had y'all fooled when they whooped Iran 6-2. They didn't have me fooled. When they played the United States, I said, bro, we are going to win. Now, we didn't win, but we took a morale victory, though. We tied them boys 0-0. They couldn't score against us. They looked mediocre as hell against us. I told everybody, this is the same England who got demoted from the damn Nations League. Like, bro, I'm not impressed. I'm not scared of England. They did rally their troops against sorry-ass Wales. This gonna be a scary-ass game for England, but I do have England moving on. I got this game going on penalties. Regular time and extra time go in 1-1, and England is go win the penalty kick shootout against Senegal. Next matchup, we got France versus Poland. Now, France already showed us that the World Cup curse, they don't give a damn about their World Cup curse. Poland hasn't really looked that impressive, to be honest. They last game, they just played against Argentina. Argentina smacked them around the goddamn field. They made it to the round of 16 off goal differential over Mexico. I wasn't impressed during their games they had. Yeah, they whooped Saudi Arabia 2-0, but it's Saudi Arabia. Them boys Saudi Arabia look terrible against Mexico, bro. You don't get cool points for beating Saudi Arabia. Even if they upset Argentina, everybody had their days. It was just their day, and then they went back to regular form. I got France advancing over Poland, and I got this score being like 3-1. 3-1 France way. The champions of Group F, hailing out of North Africa. We got Morocco. Like I said, I'm sorry for sleeping on y'all Moroccan boys, but sadly, I do think y'all Cinderella run will come to an end. Y'all gotta play them Spaniard boys. Sadly for y'all, Spain didn't win a group. Y'all could have been playing Japan, but Japan say we finna win this group. Now y'all gotta play Spain. I think y'all caught the short end of the stick. Spain, I think they just made us with their 7-0 victory over Costa Rica too, just like England did over Iran. They haven't looked the same. They look very beatable. They tied with Germany and then they lost to Japan. So, hey, Morocco been on a fire run, but this is another instance to where am I finna bet against Spain in the knockout stages to bust my bracket? I don't think I am, bro. I think them Spaniards go get it together and rise up to the occasion, and they go advance over Morocco in a close game. I got 2-1 Spain way. Don't attack me again, Morocco boy. I gave y'all credit. That's what I gave y'all credit, but I sadly do not have y'all making it past Spain to the quarterfinals, bro. In the last matchup for the round of 16, we got Portugal versus Switzerland. Switzerland and Serbia just had them a goddamn slugfest. Them boys was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I also kind of think that game was kind of like a fluke because Switzerland and Serbia, that's a robbery game, ain't it? You know, anything happen in robbery games. Because that game against Brazil, they lost 1-0, and then when they played Cameroon, they beat them 1-0, and then out of nowhere, they scored 3 goddamn goals like that. It's because of the robbery game and whatnot. That Switzerland that showed up against Serbia, I don't think they'll show up against Portugal. Portugal, you know, that campaign that they had that banger of a match against Ghana. They Dos Aceto Uruguay got them boys the hell up out of there, and then sadly, they lost this game against South Korea. And to be fair about the South Korea game, they already had the top seed clinched, you know? So just to get in benefit of the doubt. But in terms of who I think will be moving on, if I was a betting man, I had to put my money on Portugal. Oh, Cristiano Ronaldo and them. I just can't bet against them boys. That's all it is. I know it's not a knowledgeable thing to say, but it's just in terms of like storylines and whatnot. I had to put my money on them Portugal boys, man. I got Portugal Dos Aceto in their ass. I got Portugal winning 2-0. So those are my knockout stage predictions, and don't be surprised if they come true because you already know I'm a goddamn prophet. My group stage predictions wasn't really all of that correct because this group stage was wild as hell, and I also didn't have a good knowledge of all the countries. Now I done seen all the countries and what they capable of, and come on, man, I think I'll be 70%. I'm aiming for 70% accurate or not. I'm gonna aim for 70% or higher. We go see what goes down, man. Hey, can't wait till tomorrow. Oh, US of A versus Netherlands to see if my upset pick for this bracket is gonna be correct. I'm out.